Healthy eating starts in the kitchen. Hello, my name is Winnie Chen, and I am a registered dietitian. Today, I like to talk about the use of urban spices. Urban spices really makes food taste really good, but I found that a lot of time people don't really know how to use them. So in this video, I want to talk about the different type of urban spices and how to use it. When it comes to the usage, it's important to ask two questions. Number one is how often you're going to make this dish, and number two is what type of dishes you're going to make. If there's something that you make all the time, I think that it's a good idea to have these urban spices fresh. It's also important to kind of ask your question, what kind of dishes am I going to make? So when it comes to cuisines, I like to categorize into different regions. So for example, if you are making, let's say, Latino cuisines, you definitely want to make sure that you have cilantro, you have lime, you have chilies, and you also definitely want to have your onions and garlic and tomatoes, and your cumin. When it comes to like southeastern cuisines, I think people should have is the curry powder, the turmeric, the coriander. So these are things are all really good to make a really good, nice southeastern cuisines. In Asian cuisines, we cannot live without ginger. We cannot live out with green onion, and definitely garlic. So these are the things that in my culture, we buy them fresh all the time. In other cultures, such as Italian cuisines, they use a lot of basil, they use a lot of parsley, they use a lot of thyme and oregano. So they probably would buy those fresh as well. So when it comes to spices, I want to kind of talk about some of the must-have. First is your onion and garlic. I really think that it's really good idea to have them fresh all the time. You want to have at least maybe 4 or 5 onions in the house, and maybe always have a good clove of garlic bulb in your house. I use garlic a lot, so the garlic that I use comes in bulb like this or peeled. I even have these frozen garlic cubes, so that if I'm in an emergency, all I need to do is pop it into that cube and throw it into my pan. I actually also have garlic powder just in case if I run out of all these type of garlics. Some of the other must-have, I think, is your chili powder. Chili powder and cumin powder makes really good chili. So you actually don't really need to buy those, high sodium chili powder down in the supermarket. All you really need is your chili powder, your cumin, your onion, your tomato, and some beans, and you can make really good chilies. Another must-have, I think, is the cinnamon and nutmeg. These are really good for you to make your dessert, like your banana bread, your apple pies, your peach cobbler. So these things are really good to have. Things that I also want to recommend is having this nice grater. So this is basically a grater that you can get the aroma of your lemon, of your oranges, so that you get the flavor, but you don't get the sourness that comes from the orange juice or the lemon. Now I'm going to show you how to make an easy bean dip using urban spices. Let's go over the ingredient first. So bean is your main ingredient, and it depends on what type of cuisine that you wanted to make. You also want to choose your beans carefully. So for example, if you want to make more like a Mediterranean hummus, then you want to use a garbanzo bean. And let's say if you want to make a more Latino type of bean dip, like a black bean dip or even refried bean dip, maybe you can use black beans or pinto beans. Let's go over the spices again. If you are making something that's like a Mediterranean, like I said, the hummus, right? So the basic ingredient you need basically is just garlic, your lemon, and then your sesame paste, and basically you throw them all together and then blend it all together. If you want to make it, let's say, a Latino black bean dip, obviously you have to use black beans And the basic spices again is your garlic, your lemon, and one thing you probably want to throw in is some cilantro. Now today I'm going to make you an Italian version. So the herbs I'm going to be using is your garlic, obviously, your lemon. That's probably like the basic urban spices that you want to use. And then I'm actually going to put some rosemary in there and a little bit of onions. So let me show you how I make it. It's very simple. And again, it works really well. The techniques works really well for all the herbs and spices. So first is you want to throw in the beans here. And then the herb slices, I'm going to put in the garlic. I'm going to put some rosemary. This is an Italian version. Okay, and some onions here. I'm going to squeeze in some lemon juice, and then I'm gonna just put in a little bit of olive oil here, maybe like 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. And then to prevent it from being too dry, I'm gonna add some water, just maybe again like 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna press the button. Just gonna season with some salt and pepper. I'm gonna blend it. And then there you go. This is just a quick video about the herb and spices. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot from it. And you can begin cooking, making your food taste great by using these herbs and spices.